What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day as always. Today we're going to be going over the best first mods for your Jeep WJ. In my opinion, these are honestly the first mods that you need to do if you're going to be going off-roading a lot. If you're actually going to be hitting the trails in your Jeep WJ, these are the ones you're going to want done. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Whether you're building a $750 Jeep or a $7,500 Jeep, it doesn't really matter. These mods are definitely crucial in the first couple that you should be doing. So to get us started, the first one is going to be a lift kit. Now this Jeep right here is on a 4-inch zone off-road lift kit, pretty budget lift. It's $750, and with all that, you get pretty good capability. Now, one thing to keep in mind is there's some stuff that comes with lift kits, like drive shafts and all of that we'll go over towards the end of the video. But this Jeep right here is on a 6.5-inch long arm kit from Iron Rock Off-Road, and performance-wise, you get way more performance with this kit. However, the small 4-inch lift will get the job done. So now that you're lifted, now that you get yourself pretty far onto the trails, you're going to want to go ahead and get some way to mount a winch and a winch. So the way we did it was we got a Stinger stubby front bumper for my WJ. This one is actually an Adams 4x4 bumper. They no longer make them. However, this does a really good job of giving us a mounting point for our winch and allowing us to get ourselves unstuck if we get stuck on the trails. And honestly, at this point, it's when we get stuck, no longer if. Pretty much we get stuck most of the times we go out. That Jeep does not have a winch yet, but that will be one of the first things we do once we get the bumpers ready to be made, is install a winch on it. So if you guys have been watching the channel for any time at all, honestly, you're going to know that I've been stuck so many times without a winch, and I will never have another Jeep that I take off-road without one. So in my opinion, a winch should probably be on the top list of things you're going to need if you take your Jeep off-road. Now that you're lifted, now that you got yourself a winch, you're going to want to go ahead and get a nice set of tires. That's probably one of the most crucial parts of building a Jeep, is getting a nice set of tires. I prefer mud terrains just because they do really well off-road, and they're not too bad on-road if you get a nice setup. On this Jeep, I'm running 35 1250 R17 Radar Renegade R7s, and I am very happy with those. On this Jeep, we took a more budget route and we picked up some Rubicon takeoffs. So these are some BFG mud terrains on just some stock Rubicon wheels. No matter which tires you choose though, they're going to be crucial in getting you through some of those more muddy trails and harder to get through trails.
Look, asshole ascent's kind of to the side just a little bit. Look at yeah, flexed out a shit ton though, I'll tell you what. It's pretty impressive. Sorry for the shaky camera. It's pretty damn good.
Now, like I touched on in the beginning of the video, if you lift your Jeep, you're probably going to want to do drive shafts, especially with a 6.5-inch kit like this Jeep. You're pretty much going to need to do drive shafts. Might be able to make the stock ones work for a little while, but if you guys recall, I destroyed my drive shafts. So to prevent this, you're going to want to go ahead and pick up some aftermarket drive shafts. My favorite, the ones I run in my JKU that have never let me down, is the guys over at Adams Drive Shafts. They knock it out of the park every time they build me a set of drive shafts. Definitely would recommend them. Now, once you have these few mods done and you get yourself a decent lift kit, whether it's a budget boost lift or a long arm kit, my preference would be a long arm kit, but depending on your budget and what you want to do with your Jeep, sometimes it doesn't really matter. So if you get yourself a decent lift kit, you get yourself a winch, and you get yourself tires minimum. Some lifts you're going to need drive shafts, some you won't need them, but it would probably be preferred. But if you get those mods done, you'll have yourself a pretty capable vehicle. I'll go ahead and insert some clips of both of these Jeeps in action on the trails just to show you guys what you can do for a budget or not so much of a budget.
Okay, rocks. All right, here's the